is what's up. So today I'm going to be doing this tutorial for you guys. This is kind of a different one for me. I have a mic on that I got. I wanted to try a mic with this whole thing and see how it went. Hopefully this doesn't turn out terrible because of that, but it might. But I'm still learning, but I hope that you guys enjoy it. Someone had messaged me on Instagram and said something about an olive eye, and I was like, interested. So I'm using my Morphe 35F palette today. I just decided to try to use one palette. That way, if you guys got that, we could do the whole look together, and I'm going to be doing a ton of fall looks from that particular palette. I thought it would be super helpful if we just had one that we were working out of. That way you guys wouldn't be like, you use 17 palettes in that one video, I can't afford all of those. This way I felt like if you guys could just afford the one, or even colors similar to the ones that we used here, that would make it a lot simpler. This is something that's pretty different for me to wear green on my eyes. I'm trying to do a lot of fun fall things this year that I've never done before, because I kind of always tend to fall back to what I normally do, which is just brown in my crease on an everyday basis. But I wore this the other day and I absolutely loved it. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this. It should not be a long video. If you guys are not already subscribed to my channel, be sure to do so. I try to upload every Friday and every Monday. I try. I am crazy and I am unexperienced, but I love makeup and I love to try to do all of this with you guys. I think that wraps up anything I have to say at the beginning of this, so let's go ahead and get started in this tutorial. Okay, so as you can see, I've already done all of the rest of my face makeup and my brows, so now I'm just going to prime, and I'm going to use my Too Faced Shadow Insurance in Champagne. So I thought this would be really simple if I just used one palette for this whole look. So I'm using my Morphe. This is the 35F palette. One of my subscribers bought this for me, if I'm not mistaken. And it's absolutely gorgeous, just looks like this. And a bunch of these colors are super shimmery, so you can see up here the green I'm going to be using. And I'm going to do a separate shot of showing you guys all the colors I'm going to use. So down at the bottom it has this really pale tan sandy color, and that's what I'm going to start with. I'm just going to use a Morphe brush to start doing this. This is one of my favorites and it doesn't have a number on it. So I'm just going to start by putting that in the crease. I'm going to go all the way from the inner corner to the outer. So I'm pretty much just going to start with a little light wash of that color, just kind of something for a backdrop, as you might want to call it. Now I'm going to go back in with a different brown, something that's a little darker. To me, this looks like a little caramel color. And I'm going to go in those same spots again, pretty much just keeping this in the crease and not so much on the lid. So now that we have that down, I'm going to go ahead and start with a couple of green colors. I'm going to first go in with the lightest one here, just to kind of lay a foundation for the rest of the colors I'm going to be using. So this is what we have to start with. I hope that you guys can see what I've done here. I'm just keeping it off of my crease and just centralized to my lid here. Now I'm going to go with this darker color. So this is a really pretty olive color, whereas the other one looks like it has kind of more of a gray tint to it. This is definitely more green. So I'm just keeping that on the outer third of my eye. And I'm really doing this so that our eyes are going to have a lot of dimension, because I'm going to go back in later with a darker brown as well. Something about this tutorial is the first day I did this, the whole entire time it looked absolutely crazy until I was finished, and then I was like, oh, it looks nice. But the whole time I was going through this and kind of making it, I really was anxious about how it's going to turn out. So if you're following along with me and it's looking crazy, it'll be okay. So right now this is where we are. So now I'm going to go back in with a darker brown color, still from the same palette, and just go back into my crease to try to make these two kind of mesh together. So now I'm going to go in with just a touch of black on the outer corner just to kind of enhance the green color that I've put down, and I'm going to go back over with more green after that. I'm just keeping that black way out here, and I'm not spreading it or blending it a whole lot. I'm just doing kind of a little dot out there. Now I'm going to go in with this lightest color in the palette. This is a very pretty pearly white, and I'm going to put this in the inner corner of my eye. This is kind of a dark look, so I felt like this was super important so that everything didn't look too dark on my tiny little eyeballs. Really, actually, I have huge eyes. I know this isn't everybody's thing, but I like a super, super bright inner corner. I don't know why I started doing that. I haven't always done that, but recently I just really, really like it. So now I'm just going to take a couple of those browns and smoke out the underneath of my eye so it doesn't look so blank. This part is really about preference, depending on how dark you want to do down here. You definitely could do the black if you wanted to do that. I'm just taking the middle brown color. Okay, so that's pretty much it for eyeshadow. Now I'm going to go ahead and line my eyes. I'm not going to do anything special or different than what I normally do. I'm just going to do a wing liner, and then I'm going to be right back after I get that and my mascara on. Alright, so this is everything done. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I just wanted to say a couple things right now. Two things mainly. The first thing is that I am definitely still learning, and that's something that for some reason is kind of embarrassing to me. I don't know. This is something that I'm so passionate about that I kind of just want to be perfect at it, and I'm not. So I've decided that when I do these videos, I'm going to try harder and harder and harder to make it less of like tutorial fashion and more like learn with me fashion. I don't know if that makes sense, but instead of sitting here and trying to use verbiage where I make it sound like I know everything or that kind of a thing, like I definitely want to be able to teach you guys something, but I want us to learn together, and I don't want you guys to feel frustrated when you can't do something that you see someone else do or anything like that. Anyways, I hope that you guys really did enjoy this video. I loved this look. Somebody on Instagram messaged me and said that she wanted thunder. She said that she wanted to try to do an olive and brown lip on her channel, and she just had not gotten the video up yet, and she wanted to see my take on it as well. So this is what I came up with. There was almost a fly that went into my eyeball. Also, I just wanted to throw in, you definitely can wear false lashes with this, but that's another thing that I don't typically wear them, and so in a lot of my tutorials I don't throw them on unless I really want to have a very good like dramatic effect, or if it's like special event makeup or that kind of a thing. But this, I would wear it every day and I wouldn't wear false lashes with it, and I want you guys to see what it looks like without those so that you have realistic expectations of that. And yeah, so that wraps it up for this video. I hope that you guys are having an awesome week. I'll have every detail of what else I'm wearing on my face down below as far as foundation, powders, highlighters, the lips, everything is going to be down below. You guys definitely need to get this Morphe palette. I have like a gazillion of them. I love them. I think the quality is amazing and the price is not bad at all. I will link down below also the link for this palette, but then any coupon codes that I can think of that saves you guys some money if you're interested in that. I don't get anything off of that, but I know of a couple that I use when I buy, and it's helpful. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you so soon. Bye.